Good dumpling, good dumpling. Oh, hey. 7:45. Still Friday the 13th. That means we can talk about every Friday the 13th movie. In this video, we're going to be ranking them from worst to best. We got this article from avclub.com. So, let's see what's in deck. That's just the way it is. So, oh, okay. Well, how does this work? How do we do this? How does this website work? Oh, okay. There's a slideshow. Okay. Like I said, we're going from worst to best. So the number 12 on this list is Friday the 13th, A New Beginning. I can't count in Roman numerals. I'm so sorry if you're gonna get offended by that. Any good entry in the Friday the 13th franchise, at a minimum, has to feature inventive gore effects and kills, Jason Voorhees, and horny teens. Friday the 13th part, I think V means 5. I'm so bad at Roman numerals. Bro, how'd I pass high school? Anyways, this movie struggles with all of those elements. It is a copycat Jason, and even worse, he's a completely ordinary dude with no supernatural tendencies. And because the sequel came out during a time when censors were caving to pressure from parents' groups about violence in horror films, the makers of Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, toned down the red stuff on screen and chose to replace it with nudity and ill-advised sex scenes between mentally ill patients at a halfway house. Not surprisingly, the original Jason would return for the next film, Friday the 13th, Jason Lives. Man, these titles, they're gonna get bad, aren't they? Would it really be a Friday the 13th ranking thing if we didn't include Jason Takes Manhattan? I think that's the funniest movie out of all of them. Jason turns into a little boy? What? Why? Oh my god, wait a minute. This movie wasn't even filmed in Manhattan. It was filmed in Vancouver with only one scene shot in Manhattan's Times Square. What in the fuck? Right now, we got on this list Friday the 13th, The New Blood. Jason is accidentally resurrected, this happens a lot, from his watery grave by Tina Shepard, who has freaky telekinetic powers. Tina and Jason face off in a supernatural showdown that features some impressive makeup effects as we get our first really good look at what the hockey mask is covering up. Screenwriter Daryl Haney pitched a Jason vs. Carrie concept for the sequel, and Paramount agreed in an attempt to raise the bar for this sagging franchise. After 7 installments, Friday the 13th fatigue set in at a time when the fantastical Freddy Krueger and his Nightmare on Elm Street series dominated the horror box office. So we could have gotten a Jason vs. Carrie, but people draw them as besties, or I think in love. No, they're besties because they both got fucked up childhoods. Jason might have it a lot worse than Carrie. Anyways, up next we got Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday. Wow. A new studio, New Line, takes over the franchise and misleads us again with the word final in the title. In Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday, Jason is blown up at the beginning of this movie, but his soul transfers from person to person until he is reborn in the corpse of his hetero for unheard of he has a sister. Oh my god. When the sequel's heroes use a magic sword to stab Jason and demons drag him down into hell, Freddy Krueger's razor glove comes up through the dirt and pulls down Jason's hockey mask. That's what spawned Freddy vs. Jason? That's what spawned Freddy vs. Jason? I knew we'd have to talk about Jason X. They were going so over the top with this franchise with this one. We in the future now. We're in the future. Not even gonna talk about it. Move on. Up next is Friday the 13th Part 3. It's the first Friday movie released theatrically in 3D. Oh my fucking god. It's also the first time that Jason covers his disfigured mug with the iconic hockey mask, which he takes from one of his teen victims. Jason hunts down Chris Higgins and her friends in Chris's family cabin because apparently Chris encountered Jason once in the woods when she was younger and escaped. Chris shortens the reunion by putting an axe in Jason's head. Why do movies have to be in 3D though? Weird time. Alright, Friday the 13th, Jason Lives. He's back, sings Alice Cooper in the Friday the 13th Jason Lives theme song. Yes, Tommy, who is still obsessing about the psychopath he killed in Friday the 13th, the final chapter, digs Jason up and stabs him with a long metal sphere that, as luck would have it, doubles as a lightning rod and accidentally resurrects the unstoppable killer. Apparently, it's this is the first movie to lean into potential humor of the series and the first to actually show children at the summer camp. Hey man, that's the way it is. Number 5, Friday the 13th, but this is the 2009 version, so not the regular Friday the 13th. Anyways, 2009's Friday the 13th is a reimagining of the first 4 Friday films and introduces a new generation to the Camp Crystal Lake Killer who, no joke, seems to be a pissed off pot farmer who is just as upset about copulating teens as his 80s predecessor. This brutally effective reboot was produced by Michael Bay's Platinum Dunes, the same company that remade the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Friday the 13th 2.0 features Supernatural star Jared Padalecki as a... Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no! No! Let's move on. Friday the 13th Part 2! Jason is all grown up in the 1981 sequel Friday the 13th Part 2, in which he tracks down an off's original survivor girl Alice in her home. Damn, he killed the final girl. Well, guess we'll have to move on to the next one. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, yeah, son. That's right. Number 3 on this list, because this is worst to best, and we're getting to the best now. Freddy versus Jason. There's nothing more I could say about this movie. For those of you who don't know, it's Freddy Krueger fighting Jason Voorhees, and they were going to make a sequel where Freddy and Jason fight Pinhead, but they were also going to make a sequel where Freddy and Jason fight Ash Williams, which I already made a video about that. So, alright, move on to the next one. And number 2, the original Friday the 13th. I'm pretty sure Kevin Bacon's in this one. He is! I was right. Oh my god. Jason Voorhees is not the killer in Sean S. Cunningham's Friday the 13th, a fact that got Drew Barrymore in a lot of trouble when quizzed by Ghostface in Scream. Instead, Pamela Voorhees, Jason's mother, is taking revenge on the new counselors reopening Camp Crystal Lake, where years earlier, little Jason drowned while the counselors were smooching. Hey. Not bad. I didn't realize Jason wasn't in this movie. And the final movie on this list, Friday the 13th, the final chapter. Even though the title straight up lies, Friday the 13th, the final chapter, tops this list of the best Friday the 13th movies. Jason might have taken an axe to the head in the previous installment, but he rises again to terrorize a group of friends, including one played by a youthful Crispin Glover. Oh my god, they even got Corey Feldman in this movie! Holy chihuahua, they got my mans! 2 of my mans! That's crazy! Wow, he is into making scary masks and dresses as a young Jason. Wow. Impressive.